Manchester United 1, Wolves 0, a massive 3 points. Abdul's going to give his reaction to what might prove a very, very important day in the history of Manchester United. Abdul, let's go straight into this reaction. Starting lineup, what were your thoughts?
Starting line was a decent lineup, to be fair. The only thing I'd probably say was I think Lindelof was injured, so probably that's why he was starting. I've still got an issue with Wan-Bissaka, but at the moment we probably don't have anyone else who can play. He's just terrible on the ball. He offers nothing going forward. Midfield was what I wanted to see. Matic, good on the ball. Got Pogba, who was trying to create something, and we have Fernandes playing that number 10 roles. That was great to see. And also, anyone who's watched anything I've ever said about Edison Cavani knows I'm a massive fan. Also, in my PES live streams as well. Scored a double. He's in PES, he's great. And obviously, in real life, he's great as well. So, yeah, with that lineup, I was quite pleased. I think that was probably, some would say, the best starting lineup, although Scott McTominay had a great game against Leeds. I still think Paul Pogba's better than him, especially when we're trying to break teams down.
Okay, quickly, we check some comments. SYG, come on, the Reds. How important is Villa game now, boys? Type of games we were drawing or losing early in the season. And I think in relation to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, didn't cross, agreed, need more. Of the first half, I thought in the first 15 minutes, we were kind of struggling against Wolves. They came out, they played very well. What were your thoughts on the first half performance? And in particular, what did you make of the performances of some of our lads today?
So just seeing in regards to the first half, yeah, as you said, first 15 minutes wasn't a great start. I think Wolves, as anybody would expect, are quite hard to actually play against. Most of the big teams do tend to struggle against them. So it was always going to be a cagey match, an intense match, and a really tight game. So that's what we saw. I really wasn't expecting anything else. It was going to be the complete opposite of the Leeds game.
Do you think Fernandes should have scored?
I think the ball was slightly behind him, so he couldn't maybe aim it where he wanted to. But you probably would expect someone of the caliber of Bruno Fernandes to put that away. But in effect, it was a good save. So it was. Although it might have been straight at him, he still saved it, so it was on target.
The only other chance that I can think of, Rashford just before halftime, one-on-one, poor control. It's becoming quite a theme.
Yeah, he does make these great runs, and Bruno Fernandes or normally Paul Pogba do tend to kind of find him when he makes those runs. He does have an issue with his first touch, but when the ball's coming from that height, that speed, from that angle, it is quite difficult to control it. Anyone who has played football at any level would know that. But obviously, he is an experienced player. He's a high-quality player. He's an international player, so you probably do expect it a little bit better.
Just before we go into your thoughts on the second half, Abs, I just want to remind everyone, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the Redflex. Let's make sure the Redflex is the biggest and best Manchester United fan channel. Let's try and get this video to 100 likes and 100 views. Abdul, second half.
Sorry, Cass. I just wanted to say, as we're now going to do these individual videos, it's important to know who gets the most views, who's got the biggest fan base. So
who is the cash cow of the Redflex?
Exactly.
It's all up to you. You will decide.
I'm hoping, guys, this is a video that you like, share, and subscribe the most. Although I do want you to watch all the videos.
He wants to be the face that runs the place.
That's it.
The main event, the showstopper.
That's it. I would like to be the main event. So I'm just going to put it out there. And I want, hopefully, you guys to take me up on that offer and share, like, subscribe. This also, I do want you to watch all the videos. Only then you can compare to see who you're going to become the biggest fan of out of the four brothers. Sorry, Kasim, what were you saying earlier?
Very, very interesting. I will be the first to be taking note of who is the face of the Redflex.
That's it. This is what we need to know. We need to know who's got the biggest fan base.
Yeah. Luke Shaw in the second half, Abs. I thought he came on and he did very well. What did you think of his performance?
Yeah, Luke Shaw had a great second half. I do remember making a great challenge when Adama Traore was almost about to burst through. That was a key challenge. Otherwise, he would have been straight through one-on-one against Maguire. Maguire would have done nothing. He would have got outpaced. So he would have had pretty much a free shot. So that was a great last-ditch challenge. Also, I think he had a few decent kind of incisive passes in the final third. So to be fair, I think Alex Telles also played well. So I'm not sure why he came off. Was he injured? I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I think he did go down.
Yeah. So that's the only reason I can imagine him Shaw coming on, because Alex Telles was putting in some great crosses. That's something that we've missed, and certainly from the right hand side where we're not getting anywhere near that quality from Wan-Bissaka.
Focusing on Wan-Bissaka very quickly, I thought a lot of the reasons why we were struggling and it was breaking down, every time he got the ball, he was just going backwards. He was doing nothing.
Absolutely. I mean, I've been saying this for a long time now, and maybe I think a few people are starting to kind of to agree with my thinking. I don't think Aaron Wan-Bissaka going forward is Man United quality. He's kind of the level we expect a relegation team to be, who are going to kind of. Well, yeah, that's probably why he's at Crystal Palace, and that's probably why I don't think there wasn't much interest other than Man United at the time. We paid 50 million for this guy. For 50 million, you expect someone who can defend and who can go forward and attack and cross. He can't do that. He can hardly pass the ball. He just looks very lethargic, very lazy when he's trying to chase the ball. I mean, I'm completely off him at the moment.
Matic with a great performance. Harris is man of the match. We'll get to your man of the match shortly, but I thought you had a great game.
Yeah, he was great. I mean, I am a big fan. I think most games I do prefer him over any of our defensive midfield options, because he just brings that calmness, and he's got that kind of nice ability to kind of drop the shoulder, go past the player, and just do that nice passing. That is nice, easy passing to get the individuals who can do something with the ball to do something with the ball, because he normally gives them the ball.
Okay, Abdul, I want you to give me all the details, all the juicy details. Tell me what you were doing, where you were doing it before the Man United goal went in. Talk to me.
Wasn't very exciting, to be honest. I was just in this room.
Okay.
I mean, I bet everyone probably thinks that I just like live, sleep, do everything in this room. You've never seen me outside this room, I don't think. So I think I might have to change something. If you get some likes and some shares and some subscriptions, I might have to change where I'm sat.
You could give us a top maybe one day.
Yeah, one day. It is a complete mess at the moment. I don't think anyone wants to see what this is like. So from the angle you see, it looks in pristine condition. It's not.
It looks very pristine, very corporate white.
It's far from it.
Okay. So we've discussed the winner. Just before we finish then today, Abdul, I've got one question for you, and it's a yes or no question. Actually, no, it isn't, because before I do it, I want to know who your man of the match is. Abdul's man of the match, not just any man of the match.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a tough one, because I don't think there's many players for me who kind of stood out, who were exceptional in this game. It just kind of is going to be always that type of game, very scrappy game. So it's a tough one. I mean, I am probably going to give it to me, although I'm not his biggest fan, but I think he had a good, solid game, and that's Eric Bailly.
Eric Bailly, yeah, I thought he had a good game as well.
I think he's error prone. He's got that error in him within every game, but just like in the Everton game today, he was immense. Yeah, and he's got that speed as well that we need at the back.
Harris man of the match today was Matic. Abdul's man of the match was Eric Bailly. For everybody that's tuning in and watching, who did you think was the man of the match? Please leave a comment and let us know who you thought man of the match was. So just before we wrap up this video, Abdul, I've got a question for you, and it's a yes or no question.
Okay.
Will Manchester United win the Premier League this season?
No.
Okay.
You said yes or no.
But
You
it's
said yes or
absolutely
no.
fine. I did say it was a yes or no. I did say it was a yes or no.
I was trying to stick to your question. If you want me to expand on that a little bit, I can do.
I respect that. I respect that. Abdul, thank you so much for giving us your reaction. Just before we go today, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the Redflex. Make sure we get this video to 100 views and 100 likes. We've got the tribal chief, the head of the table, that will be coming up next. He will be giving his reaction. But until then, we will see you very shortly then. Abdul, thanks for joining us. And for everybody else, make sure you tune in.